Race number 3. Your C resort of 21.5 lock timing coming up at you next.
Two minutes.
3 and 2 to go. Scott Borden still leading on top, 12 and a 5.05. Greg Clark with a 5.09. Chandler with a 5.20. Watch coming in the jump section. Watch coming in the jump section. It is clear. Race number 3. Coming at you next. Thank you, Paul. 3:30 to 1:30 to go. Scott Borden on top, 12 and a 5.07. 70 going off res. Remember, I don't validate parking tickets. That's purely Gilbert PD. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Scott Borden leading out, 12 and a 5.07. 5.11 in the works for Clark. Chandler with a 5.19 now. And it's going to be Byers. Schmidt now. Schmidt rolling past Byers with under a minute to go. Drivers, under a minute to go. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. Thank you, Mr. Pease. Appreciate you on that. Under 20 to go. Drivers under 20 to go. Still going to be Scott Borden on top. 12 and a 5.05. Chandler with a 5.20 now. Schmidt moving up into the 3. Clark going to drop it to the 4 with less than 5. That is going to be time on the master clock. Keep him rolling, drivers. Keep him rolling. Again, I will need at least 2 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 3. 2 volunteer corner marshals to help me out race number 3. Scott, you are done. Ray, you are done. Mike, you are done. Greg Clark, you are done.
Chris Byers done.
Hey guys, thanks for staying on with us. We had another dropout. We had almost 100 people. Now we're down to 18. So super on the chat. I can't help myself when I go down to Hobby Action. I always buy stuff. I do not blame you. Sorry about the internet dropout, guys. We're just going to be dealing with that all weekend. It's just the house internet. We're going to try some magic after qualifying today. I know a guy, and we'll see what we can do with the router, see if we can reset it. Hopefully not break anything, and that way tomorrow we don't have any random dropouts. We're hooked to Hardline, and our upload will be amazing, and then it'll go to 0 for a couple minutes. So appreciate you guys jumping back in every time we go back live. Yep, it's about every 57 to 60 minutes. It's almost like every hour. Eric on the chat, is that mist? Yes, it is. We got an automatic misting system that the race director is in charge of to turn on and off before and after every heat, keeping the right amount of moisture composition in this clay. And they have total control of how the dirt is held up. As you guys saw, if you tuned in 11 months ago, we're at Worlds. They had to run it a little more dry, and the track was developing all sorts of little weird cracks, and it was super, super blue grooved. And for this, they keep a little more moisture in it. It almost seems more grippy because with this setup, we can run sauced tires, so I think that's part of the equation. But yes, that is an automatic misting system. And between rounds, you'll actually see Jackie, Willoughby, part of the HA track crew, everybody get out there. They will spot water in certain spots. And it's definitely an art what these guys do, keeping care of this dirt and this clay here. Super consistent. we're going to get this thing going here. Following around, got Robbie Money on the cam. This is our C sort of the AKA 21.5 lock timing class. Let this one play out. I'm going to keep an eye on the internet uploads. I'm going to go down and grab that rent-a-ride, and I'll be back driving on race number 7. And I'll be back with you guys for some more announcing by 9 or 10. I'll switch this one on over to Richard. Thanks for you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us.
Day still isn't over. 1 minute and 4 to go. Hasn't gone up yet, has it? Everybody down Bob Goodwill. 13 and a 504 from round 1. Oh, I'm sure I can work on it a little bit. Wyatt Eichenberger leading out. Riley Clark in the 2. Madrid in the 3. Ferrara in the 4. Watching center, guys. Watching center. Need a marshal out front. Thank you, Mike. It is Wyatt Eichenberger. Sorry, Wyatt, if I'm killing your last name. 13 and a 512. Riley Clark with a 5 flat. Jeremy Madrid with a 505. Ferrara with a 5 flat. Marshall in the center, please. Opposite side, opposite side, opposite side. Nicely done, Bryson. Three minutes in, 2 to go. Watch coming in the back jump section. It is clear. Wyatt leading out, 12 and a 501. Madrid with a 508.
2 minutes
Juarez, Clark, Pease, Ferrara, Chandler, and Brown. Rounding out my top 8. I am going to need 1 volunteer corner marshal after this race. 1 volunteer corner marshal after this race. For race number 4. And we're rolling in round number 2 qualifying. Here's 2024 1UP Buggy Challenge. Minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. It is Wyatt Eichenberger leading out. 13 and a 522. In the works. Madrid in the 2. Juarez in the 3. Okay. Time starting to wind down. Less than 5, drivers, less than 5. Time has expired. Keep them rolling, guys. Keep them rolling.
Jeremy Madrid.
All right, Madrid, you are done. Ferrari, you are done.
Ryan Morris.
Waiting on everybody else. Keep it rolling, guys. Keep it rolling. Michael Berger, you are done. Waiting on Brown and Chandler. Waiting on Brown and Chandler. And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshall's going to grab those. Start blowing off your areas. Taking the win, Wyatt Eichelberger, 13-5, 25. All right, Marshall to your spots, please. Marshall to your spots. Marshall to your spots. Mr. Myers, does that sound a little anemic to you? Those are all charged. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and roll them out. Check them in, gentlemen. Let's go and roll them out. Check them in. Grazie, prego. And again, drivers from that last heat. I need you guys back out on track for Marshall. I got Ferrari there, and there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
1 minute to the start of the race.
6, 7. I am going to need 3 volunteer quarter marshals, please. I need 3 volunteer quarter marshals. I need somebody on the back jumps. 9, 2, and 6. With that being said, no more laps. No more laps.
To the start of the race.
Our cars lined up.
Seconds to the start of the race.
Y'all know the routine. You guys gonna go when I call your names. Hardy, Johnson, Thornton, Davis, Riley, Ferreira, Cowler, Juro, and Hills. All right, we are off and running. Race number 4, race number 5. Your A resort of 21.5 lock timing. Here at 2024 1UP Buggy Challenge. Coming at you. Second round of qualifying coming in full swing. Appreciate everyone coming on out, having a good time. Thank you to my volunteer marshals. Let's make sure those passes are clean, guys. Faster car working with you. No harm, no foul, a little extra room, always appreciated. J.J. Thornton going to be leading us out. Josh Hardy, Laird Johnson, Colton Davis, Eric Ferreira, Juro, Cowler, Hills, and Riley. Watch top of the hill. It is clear. Thank you, Riley. Good job. Race number 5. Your A resort. 21.5 lock timing. Going to be coming at you next. Three-car dance working through this intersection. Whoa! That looked really good on paper. Just poor execution, Mr. Hills. 1:45 in, 3:15 to go. J.J. Thornton, the micro mullet, leading us out. Hardy in the 2, Laird Johnson in the 3. Thornton right now working his way on the front straightaway, all blue. Working his way in this intersection. Hardy in the 2. Johnson in the 3, watching center. clear. Settle it in, guys. Settle it in. Nicely done. Marshall in the center. Marshall in the center, please. Thank you, Mr. Pease. All right, kids, play nice, play nice. J.J. Thornton leading out. Eric Ferreira in the 2. Davis in the 3. Hardy in the 4. Thank you, Brooks. Race number 4. Year B resort of 21.5 lock timing here at your 1UP Buggy Challenge. Canfield. Getting the Marshall in the center, please. Marshall in the center. Marshall in the center, please. It is clear. Thank you, Aaron. Watch coming in the back jump section. It is clear. 3:15 in. 1:45 to go. It is Eric Ferreira on top. Colton Davis in the 2. Johnson and Thornton going at it. Watch in the center, guys. One there for you, Riley. $1:15 to go. 1:15 to go. It is Colton Davis leading out. 13 and a 5:17 in the works. Laird Johnson with a 5:19. Eric Ferreira with a 5:20. Hardy, Thornton, Giroux, Cal, Riley, Hills.
1 minute.
Watch whip section is here. Thank you, Riley. With 45 seconds to go. 45 seconds to go. It is Colton Davis leading out. Laird Johnson in the 2. Ferreira in the 3. Hardy, Thornton, Giroux, Cower. Watching the front side. It is clear. Less than 15 drivers, less than 15. Less than 10, less than 10. So to finish this one out, watch back jump section. Thank you, KG. Watch out behind you, sir. Less than 5, less than 5. Time has expired on the master. Keep on rolling.
Josh Hardy.
Everybody be done when you cross our finish lot. Hardy, you're done. Riley, you're done.
Johnson done. J.J. Thornton
Laird
done.
Johnson, you're done. Colton Davis, you're done.
Brandon Hills done.
Brandon Hills, you're done. Waiting on
Taylor
Thornton, Giroux, and Ferreira. That is a race. I'll
Awesome.
stop. Marshall, go grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 5. Your A resort of 21.5 lock timing coming at you next. Hey, what? All right, marshal to your spots, please. Marshal to your spots. Marshal to your spots. Okie dokie. All right, marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Roll them out. Check them in, guys. Roll them out. Check them in.
Tyler Johnson. Bob Goodwill. Eric Hernandez. Mason Martinez. Eden Holmes. Lee Helmer. Brooks Canfield.
It's going to be Goodwill, Hernandez, Johnson, Canfield, Martinez, Horrocks, Helmrich, Curry, and Eichenberger.
Jason Curry.
And with that being said, one volunteer corner marshal at the top of the hill over on cone 3. One volunteer marshal on cone 3. No more laps. No more laps. One volunteer corner marshal on cone 3, please. Thank you, Keaton. Appreciate you on that, bud.
1 minute to the
All right,
start.
y'all know the routine. Drivers ready. Marshall's ready. You guys be going. Want to call your names. Goodwill. Hernandez. Johnson. Field. Martinez. Horrocks. Helmrich. Curry. Eichenberger. Is that what you want? All right, back up to Happy Land. It's going to be Goodwill and Hernandez. They're gapped out by 0.3 of a second. Mason Martinez, Curry, Horrocks, Kenfield, Eichenberger, Johnson, and Helmrich. Race number 5 on deck. Race number 6. Should be through tech. Race 6 should be through tech. Race number 7 should be in tech. Race 6 is my first batch of 17.5 lock timing. Brought to you by RC Raceworks. It is Eric Hernandez leading out. Bob Goodwill in the 2. Thank you, Colton. Mason Martinez in the 3. Kenfield, Curry, Helmrich, Johnson, Horrocks, Eichenberger. Race number 6 should be through tech. Race number 7, you need to be in tech. Make our way through round 2 qualifying here at 2024 1UP Buggy Challenge. Oh, there's a step there.
I was just following the one that had no body on it.
2 minutes.
All right, drivers, you got 3:30 and 1:30 to go. Goodwill leading out. Martinez in the 2. Kenfield now finding his way up into the top 3. It is Bob Goodwill on top. 13 and a 5:06. Martinez down to a 5:05. They're going back and forth each lap. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Watch top of the hill. Thank you, Josh. Good job. Mason Martinez on top, 13 and a 5:04. Goodwill with a 5:06. Watch it in center, guys. Watch it in center. Thank you, Branson. With under 25 to go, drivers under 25 to go. Race number 6. First batch of 17.5 lock timing. coming at you next. One there for you, Rick. Keeping it hopping. Less than 5, guys. Less than 5. Martinez, Canfield, Goodwill, Hernandez, Horrocks, Curry, Johnson, Helmrich, Eichenberger. And that'll be time on the master clock. Keep them rolling, guys. Keep them rolling. Keep them rolling.
Bob Goodwill.
Bob Goodwill got you at the line. You are done with a 5:07. Tyler Johnson, you are done.
Mason
Canfield, you're done with 5:07. Goodwill, Canfield, Martinez.
Lee Helmrich done.
Man, oh man, oh man. Hernandez, Helmrich, you are done. Waiting on Horrocks, Curry, and Eichenberger.
Aiden Horrocks done.
Horrocks, you're done. Waiting on 2. And that is the race. I'll stop. Taking the win, Goodwill. 5:07 to a 4.98. Canfield, 5:07 to a 9.25. Martinez, 5:07 to a 9.26. 1/100th of a 1,000 second
Transponder 3, 4, 5,
separating
7,
second and third. That's pretty cool. Race number 6 coming at you next. All right, marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots. All right, it's going to roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in.
Transponder 7, 200,
Dr. Pepper.
52286.
Thank you.
Transponder 6578640. Transponder 4047750. Transponder 3457154. The race is completed.
All right, with that being said, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. We'll get our cars lined up. You guys know the routine. Easy, Turbo, easy. It's going to be Young, Thornton, Nelson, Valenci, Carver, Tanner, Sanders. Drivers ready, marshals ready. Y'all know the routine. Sound your name. Young, Thornton, Nelson, Valenci, Garver, Tanner, and Sanders. All right, we are locked and loaded with our first batch of 17.5 lock timing brought to you by RC Raceworks this weekend. Watch by jump section. Thank you, Bryson. Thank you, Bob. I got a 7-car dance going on right now. I'll need 2 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 7. 2 volunteer corner marshals to help me out race number 7. Hop, skip, and a jump through the whoop section. 1 minute in, 60 seconds of pure unadulterated excitement. Jeremy Thornton leading us out. John Young into 2. Nelson into 3. Watch the back jump section. Nicely done, Bryson. Thank you very much. And again, hopefully you guys are having a fun time here at your 2024 1UP Buggy Challenge. Brought to you by 1UP, as well as a grip load of sponsors. More importantly, huge thanks to the whole crew here at Hobby Action Raceway for giving us a fun place to play on a weekly basis, as well as put on these world-class events. So if you see the Panda roll around inside the store or sitting over in the pits, tell him thank you. He always likes a pat on the back. Maybe even buy him a Coke and a smile. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Jeremy Thornton on top. John Young in the 2. Thornton leading out early on, 13 and a 5:01. Young with a 5:16. Nelson with a 5:26. 2:15 in. 2:45 to go. Race 6 on deck. Race number 7, you should be through tech. 7 should be through tech. 8, you need to be in tech. Back in our front, still going to be Jeremy Thornton. 13 and a 5 flat. So close he can taste that 14-lap run. Keeping it rubber side down, legal and legit. John Young in the 2. He's on a 5.16. Nelson Young. Valencia in the top 4. Watch going up the hill. Thank you very much. 145 left to go on the master. 145 to go. Oh, my goodness. That was impressive. Watch the back jump section. It is clear. Jeremy Thornton leading out. 120 left to go on the master. 120 left to go on the master. Rachel going for the transfer line. That was kind of dialed. 110 left to go on that master clock for those first off the line. It is Jeremy Thornton leading out. John Young in the 2. Nelson in the 3. Valencia in the 4. Garver in the 5. Tanner Sanders going to round out my running order with 45 seconds left to go. Those first off the line. Watch back jump section. Thank you, Bob. Race number 7. Your D resort of 17.5 block timing coming up at you next. We'll need 2 volunteer corner marshals. We're going to need at least 2 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 7. Thank you. Bribing the race director is always a good thing. Less than 5, drivers, less than 5. Thornton on top, down to a 5:01. Gonna get chopped to the line like an onion. Jeremy, you are done. Nick Valencia, you are done. Garber, you are done. Everybody else will be done when you cross the start-finish line. Young, you're done. Nelson, you're done. Tanner, you're done. And Sanders. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshall going to grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 6 in the books. Race number 7 coming at you next. Again, I need 2 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with the next race. 2 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with the next race.
Scott Gordon.
All right, marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots. Let's go ahead and roll out. Check them in. I need 2 volunteer corner marshals. 2 volunteer corner marshals, please.
Chris Byers. Tony Nisbet. Ryan Cohen.
Watch back jump section, guys. Watch back jump section. I need 2 volunteer corner marshals on 9 and 2. I need 2 volunteer corner marshals. No more laps. Got our cars lined up. Watch the back jump section. I need a volunteer corner marshal on cone number 9, please. Cone number 9. All right, call out order is going to be the one and only Paul Weir, Lee Elmerick, Dave Warner, Borden, Nesbitt, Rosen, Bowen, Knowlton, Tanner, and Byers. Drivers, sound of your name. Helmerick, Warner, Borden, Nesbitt, Rosen, Bowen, Knowlton, Tanner, and Byers. What's up, kid? Hi. Now we're locked and loaded with race number 7. It's my D resort of 17.5 lock timing. Coming at you here in full effect. Race number 8. You guys should be through tech. 8 should be through tech. 9, you need to be in tech. All right, let's clean it up, gentlemen, clean it up. Got 5 cars working through the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. The back jump section is clear. Watch it off the end of the straightaway. Clear. Lead out is going to be Lee Helmrich, Paul Weird, Dave Warner, Brian Bowen, Rosen, Nisbet, Tanner, Byers, Borden. We are rolling with race number 7, race number 8. Should be through tech. Race 9, you need to be in tech. Watching the switchback, watching the whoop section, watching the whoop section. One behind you, Craig. One behind you, Craig. Opposite side. There you go. Good job. Watch him in the jump section. It is clear. Lee Helmrich leading out. Orner in the 2. Weir in the 3. 522 to a 506 to a 507 to a 522. That's your top 4. Helmrich, Orner, Weir, Nisbet. Rocking and rolling. Race number 8. Next batch of 17.5 locked. Coming at you next. Watch in center. Watch in center. Watch in center. It is clear. Thank you, Mr. Valencia. In the whoops. Thank you, Jeremy. Watching the jump section. Watching the jump section. It is clear. 3 and 2 to go. Paul Weir up on top.
2 minutes.
13 and a 5-10. Sorry, Tony. I don't move that quick anymore. Back in the front is still going to be Lee Helmrich. Dave Warner in the 2, Paul Weir in the 3. Marshall out front, please. It is clear. Helmrich, Warner, Weir. Watch in center, watch in center. Thank you, Craig. Watch back jump section. Watch top of the hill. Thank you, Rachel. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. Race number 8. Coming at you next.
1 minute left.
Under 50 to go. Marshall in the whoops. Marshall in the whoops, please. It is clear. Watching the switchback section. You guys are keeping us hopping. Lord. We're going to need the ED and the oxygen tanks after this race is done. Under 30 to go. I can make jokes like that. Paul Weir leading out. Helmrich in the 2. Orner in the 3. Nisbet, Rosen, Bowen. Less than 20. Less than 20. Settle it in, gentlemen. Settle it in. Less than 15. Less than 15. Starting to wind this one down with less than 10, guys. Less than 10. Paul Weir on top. Helmrich in the 2. Orner, Nisbet, Rosen, Marshall in the center. It is clear. Time has expired on the master clock. Keep on rolling, guys. Keep on rolling.
David Warner. Tony Nisbet.
Orner, you are done. Nesbitt, you are done. Waiting on everybody else. Scott Borden, you are done.
Purple Stallion done.
Paul Weir, you are done. Rosen, you are done. Waiting on a couple cars.
Chris
Marshall's
Myers.
going to go in there, please.
Lee Helmer done.
Myers, you are done. Waiting on Bowen and
Ryan
Nolan.
Bowen done.
Waiting on one. Do not go backwards.
Kickstand done.
That is a race. All stop. Marshall's grab those blowers. Are blowing off. Here it is. Race number 8. Coming at you next. Race 8 coming up at you next. I need all 9 of these drivers back out on the track, please. All 9 of these drivers back out on the track, please.
The race is completed. Mike Zeppo.
All right, marshals to your spots, please. Marshals to your spots. Marshals to your spots. All right, it's going to roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in. Marshals to your
James
spots,
Abel.
please.
James Maxwell. Mitchell Berge. Chucky Stecker. Josh Hardy. Brendan Bennett. Nick Light. Garrett Passmore.
All right, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. It's going to be Berkey, Passmore, Bennett, Hardy, Principato, Maxwell, Say, Stacker. Thank you, Sam. All right,
1 minute.
drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going. It's sound of your name. Berkey, Passmore, Bennett, Hardy, Principato, Maxwell, Say, Stacker. All right, we're off and running with race number 8. Race number 9 should be through tech. Race 9 should be through tech. Race 10, you should be thinking about it. Watch our front drivers. Watch our front. Let's keep it clean, drivers. Keep it clean. You're watching race number 8. That's my C resort of 17.5 lock timing. Brought to you by RC Raceworks this weekend. Leading sound is going to be Garrett Passmore. Berkey in the 2. Hardy in the 3. 1:15 and 3:45 to go. Watch in front, drivers. Watch in front. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, we're making our way around the track. Nice and smooth. Let's keep it clean, guys. Watch back jump section. Watch back jump section. It's still Mitchell Berkey on top. 14 and 5:19. Hardy. Now Stacker up into the 2. Hardy into 3. Bennett in the 4. Passmore. Bennett, Maxwell. Everybody jockeying back and forth every single lap. Only one on 14 laps right now. Mitchell Berkey on a 5:22 pace. Stacker on a 5:02. Hardy on a 5:06. With 2.5 minutes left to go. Race number 9, you should be through tech. 9 should be through tech. 10, you need to be in tech. Thank you, Paul. Drivers, you got 3 minutes in, 2 to go.
2 2 minutes.
Berkey leading out. 14 and a 5:21. Now Passmore into the 2 with a 5:08. Stacker. Bennett. Principato. Hardy. Watch him in the back jump section. Back jump section's clear. Mitchell Berkey leading out. Garrett Passmore in that 2 spot. Yahtzee. Minute 20 to go, drivers. Minute 20 to go. You're watching race number 8, race number 9. Your B resort of 17.5 lock timing. Coming up at you next. All right, now Mitchell Berkey on top. 13 and a 5 flat. 5:08 for Passmore. Stacker with a 5:17. Watching the jump section, watching the jump section. Jump section is clear. Under 45, drivers under 45. Watching center, thank you, Paul. With 25 seconds left to go, watch back jump section. Still on top, going to be Mitchell Berkey. 13 and a 5 flat. Passmore on a 5:08. Bennett moving into 3, Bennett in the 4. Stacker Hardy Maxwell. Principato, stay. Less than 5, drivers less than 5. That is going to be time on the master clock. Keep them rolling, guys. Keep them rolling. There we start to finish out. Keep them rolling, guys.
James C.
Passmore, you're done. Maxwell, you're done. Say you're done. Everyone's going to be done when you cross our finish line.
Nick Mitchell Berkey. Josh Hardy.
Waiting on Stacker and all right, that is the race. All stop, guys. Marshall, grab your blowers. Start blowing off your areas. Race number 9 coming up at you next.
The race is completed. John Calvert. Chris Reedon. Chris Reedon.
All right, drivers from race number 8, I need you guys back on the track, please. Drivers from race 8, I need you guys back on the track, please. All right, let's go and roll out, check them in. Roll out, check them in. It's going to be Dykus, Mann, Bada, Henry, Calvario, Wright, Olney, Friedenreich, Dykus, Duke. All right, no more laps, no more laps. Marshall to your spots. Marshall to your spots.
Garrett Dykus. 1 minute to the start of the race.
And I need one volunteer corner marshal on cone number 9. One volunteer corner marshal on cone number 9, please. One volunteer corner marshal, cone number 9.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going to go.
30 seconds to the start of the
sound
race.
your names. Yes, Mann, Bada, Henry, Calvario, Wright, Holney, Friedenreich, Davis, and Duke. All right, we are locked and loaded with race number 9, race number 10. Your A resort of 17.5 lock timing. Coming up at you next. We'll give you guys a couple laps in. Rolling our way through round number 2 of qualifying. Here's 2024 1UP Buggy Challenge.
All right, guys, we are back. We are in the B sort of RC Raceworks 17.5 lock timing 2-wheel drive. So far, we are following along with Garrett, our TQ from the first round. Let me get those overalls. Overall 2 ranking. Let's go to round 1. Thank you guys for staying with us and checking in. Chat's still popping off a little bit. This class is not that fast, but it is furious. These times here are so insanely close. Still falling around with Garrett, our TQ from the first round. He did a 14.511 that first round. Right now he's on a 14.521. A little bit of issue in traffic and going a little off course there. Not as off course as I was. I was trying to hit the Kubota with Larry Tom's car. I am at a whole 13 minutes of driving that car now, and it feels pretty dang good. It's just me that I got to work on. Garrett's still in the lead of this one. 2:30 down, 2:30 left to go. He's off a 14-lap pace. He's on a 13.502, and CJ Mann is at a 13.505 in the 2 spot, almost right behind him. See if we can catch up with Robbie Money here. If Garrett wins this one, we'll talk about his TQ from the first round and see what he thinks and see if he can TQ again in this round. Garrett's definitely going fast. He's already back on a 14-lap pace with a 5.22. Minute 30 left to go. Less than a minute to go in this one. Garrett back down to a 14.519 on a tear. This is the 17.5 lock timing 2-wheel drive brought to you by RC Raceworks. 21.9 that last time by. His best lap's 21.4. Last time by for Garrett, down to a 14.516, catching up to his last time. Now he's down to a 14.515. All right, we're going to catch up with Garrett here as he comes across the line. Garrett is our TQ right now. We'll have the A sort coming up next, but he was able to TQ that first round from the B sort. So we're going to catch up with Garrett here, swing over with Robbie Bunny.
Please, Henry, you're done. Right, you're done. Aaron, you're done.
Quick interview with you?
Oh, no, I don't want to do an interview.
Come on, come on.
Oh, man, hard pass on the interview. Keeping the streak alive. At least we caught that on the mic. We heard him say no. He was not consenting to an interview. All right, we're going to have our A sort coming up here. No one in this heat was able to TQ last round because Garrett was able to TQ from the B sort in that first round. Will he make it happen again? We're just going to have to follow him into pit lane. All right, getting this one started out. Falling around with Sora. Sora was on a tear that last round. Wasn't able to put it all together, though, giving Garrett that first round TQ. Let everyone come through, get a couple laps in. Some of these guys going super duper fast. Everyone bouncing around here. Mike, though, coming out with a 21.8. He's on a 14.507 pace. Cornwell's on a 5.08, and Trimming's down to a 5.06. 21.5 that last time by for Matt Trimmings. Let's reconnected again. Just completely random. If you guys are still hanging out watching with us, sorry about the internet loss. Still have everybody watching, even though we're uploading at 3. We were at 3,000, and now we're at 3. And now we're at 0. So far, just like what Super said, about every hour we lose internet. And we are on a hard line, so we shouldn't be just losing internet every hour on the hour. Thank you guys for still keeping on with us. We're just suffering through this little storm of next to 0 upload speed, but we'll be coming at you as soon as that upload jumps back up. Mr. M, though, 14.509, and Sora on a 14.510. Top three going faster than Garrett's time. Here comes Josiah, 14.512. Sora to the top spot over Mr. M, 14.510 for the both of them. Sora dropping it down to a 5.09. Oh, Sora with a barrel roll and a half. Our current TQ with the Marshall jobby. Sora and Mr. M both at a 14.509. Upload speeds have settled. Thank you guys for weathering that storm with us. Looks like Supra is right again. Looks like every hour on the hour we go from 3,000 to 0 for our upload speed. Rick's Race is back. Let's do this. Mr. M and Sora going back and forth. Sora bobbled down to the 6th place spot. Now Mike coming up with Matt Trimmins right behind him. Top 7 all looking to go faster than our TQ pace. Now the top 6. All right, Scott Foy still in the chat. All right, Grant going to be taking that one over, 14.509. Looks like the top 5 going faster than Garrett's TQ time from the B sort. So he's going to have a 1 and a 5. Great scores from the B sort for Garrett. This one's all about Grant, though. Had a great battle with Sora. Sora went from 1st to 6th to 2nd. Grant is really fast. Seems like in that first round, no one could really keep a clean run in, but that round, everybody was going fast. All right, we have our first heat of Expert 2-wheel stock. Thank you guys for weathering that storm. Seems like every hour. The last crash was at 3:48, so we'll see if it comes back again at 4:58 or 4:48. As Super was assuming, it's about every hour. It just completely drops to nothing. Go from triple digits to single digits, and then everybody comes back. So I appreciate you guys staying with us. This will be our C sort. Let's see what round 1 looked like. All right, so our round 1 TQ was Mason Templeman with a 15.505, followed by Cornwell at a 507 and Doug at a 508. This is our C sort, but anything can happen. We do have Ethan in this heat. All these guys are actually really fast. Carly was battling just earlier for a top spot. Sanchez is out there. Caden's out there. Austin's out there. Let these guys get a few laps in, see who's going fast. Who is on the mic? Well, unfortunately, that's me. My name is David Orner. I do this every once in a while for Matt. Switching off between me and Richard. And just bringing you guys racing. Cameraman Chris is on the follow cam. Following around with Austin Riley. Thank you, Kai. Appreciate it. Yeah, Super, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you're on to something. Because we're on hardline, full-blown Ethernet. There's no reason it should go from super awesome upload to 0, like religiously. It shouldn't be happening, but it's what we got for the weekend, so we appreciate you guys hanging out. Ryan on the chat. Keaton is a stud for his age. That whole class is super stacked. Oh, that's okay, Kai. I haven't said my name really once. I just kind of show up and start talking. All right, Kai. I'll text Matt that right now. I don't care if I get in trouble with Matt. I've been in trouble with Mother Matt many a time. I've been requested to text Tomahawk to Matt, so that's what I'm working on right now. So if I'm not watching timing and scoring, it's because I'm on my phone like a typical millennial. Let's see here. All right, Kai, text is sent. Ethan from 3rd to 4th, but Ethan was on a tear there. 21.2 best lap, but had a slow 23.8. Leighton in the top spot, 20.9 fast lap, just like Riley. But Leighton laying down a 21.2 last time by, giving him a 14.503. Doug in the chat making an oval joke to Ethan, saying the steering wheel does go both ways. More left leer. Austin, though, back to the point, 14.511. Leighton right there, though. Riley dropping down to a 5.09. Carly in the 3 spot. And then there's Ethan. Ethan still on a tear, though. 20.9 last time by. Thank you guys for keeping up with us, hanging out. This is our C sort of the TDK 17.5 two-wheel expert class. TQ set last round by Mason Templeman with a 15.505, just for a little bit of comparison there. Austin right now on a 14.509. Grip is coming up, though. So we'll see if these guys can keep pushing the limits. The pink and blue car. Chris, the cameraman, might know who is the pink and blue car. Do you know, Chris? He's usually really good with the paint schemes, but mostly for... All right. Austin Riley breaking away there with a 14.507. And then we got 3 cars, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, all on a 14.512. Yeah, the pink and blue looks like it was Caden. They got that fifth spot with a 14.513. All right, that was our C sort. Then we got the B sort coming up next. Scott Spear in this one, Aaron Brown in this one, Aaron Jensen in this one, Justin in this one, David Day in this one, Willie in this one, Adam Peters and Kurt Wanger. So for a B sort, this is a super fast heat right here. All right, guys still in the chat. Yeah, Clay's a trip. It is definitely a different animal if you're used to outdoors or if you're just used to regular dirt. It's a totally different driving style. A lot of corner speed, very easy to overdrive the car. And with me driving on Clay, it feels like once a year. By the time Sunday's over, I almost have an idea of how to drive on Clay again, and then it's all over. Check this out. Boom with the preset. All right. Carpet. I've never done carpet. That is, whoo. That's a whole nother animal. I have never driven on carpet. Following Brown around. Got Aaron and Aaron into the Verizon bars. Jumping towards Richard Lake, triple roller, and by the line, let's see. First lap's coming in. Aaron Brown coming out firing with a 20.2. Fastest car of the first lap, 15.503 pace. Aaron Brown on a 15.504, almost matching Mason Templeman's pace at a 15.505 from the first round. This track is getting faster. Backing up his 20.2 with a 20.3. Oh, and then a 21.1 and a bobble on his fourth lap. That pace will drop right now on a 15.508 with Willie at a 5.10. Adam Peters at a 5.12 and Jensen at a 5.14. See how that affects Brown's pace. May drop to second or third with this one. 21.4 with the bobble lap. Not bad though. The Deal is in the lead now on a 5.10. Mr. Smith to the point. David Day almost had the lead for a second, but then Willie took it right back from him. So far it's showing David Day pulled off a 19.9 with his 17.5 buggy. That is insane. Track is definitely getting faster. Willie in charge of this one. But Day has something to say about it. They're matching lap for lap, both dropping down to a 5.12 pace that last time by. 21.4 to 21.6. Scott Spear in the top 5. 20.5 for his fast lap, jumping over Jensen into the 4th place spot. Day taking over the lead, but having a bobble. He might drop back here. 3 down, 2 to go. Willie by the line, 20.9, taking the lead back over. Day dropping down to the 3rd place spot with a 23.6. Top 2, both on a 5.13. 3rd and 4th, both on a 5.18. Brown now to the point. No one here looking close to Mason Templeman's insane 15.505. Aaron Brown there with a 15.512 and Willie with a 5.13. So we'll see what the A-Sort can bring in this next one. This track is definitely different from the first round. .21.0 for Aaron Brown. Willie Smith also a 21.0. These guys matching lap for lap. Less than a minute left to go. Got about 9/10 between the two. And then David Day right there lurking on a 5.18. Scott Spear back up in the 4th place spot. He's on a 5.20. These stock classes are no joke. 25 seconds left to go. Aaron's going to get this one in one more. Dropping down to a 5.12. Ooh, getting slicey through the whoop section there. See what this lap brings. That should be his last lap. The last one was a 21.0. Nice conservative lap there. See if Willie can get racy. 20.6. That's going to reel him in. Still actually about a second off of Brown's pace. This will be their last lap, so we'll see what they can bring. Brown is done with a 5.12. Let's see what Willie's got. He's going to be coming around here any second. Oh, long lap for Willie, dropping down to a 5.18. That's going to allow David Day to take second in this heat at a 5.17. Our new TQ is going to be Aaron Brown in the B sort. And now we got the A sort coming up next here. Let me get the overalls going here. Round 2 rankings. 2-wheel expert. All right, Aaron Brown's our current TQ on a 5.12. Top 4 from that last one. Top 4 in this one. All on a 15-lap run. Got 9 fast dudes. Got something to say about it. Who do you guys got for TQ for this round? Mason Templeman took the first one. Will he get the second, or is it going to be someone else? We're definitely going to be interviewing the TQ here. Kai's pulling for Sammy, the killer. See if he can have a breakout run. 4th in that first round. His 4-wheel is looking stupid fast. 2-wheel's super quick too, just got to dial in that consistency a little bit. Falling around with Mason here for the first lap. Looking super buttery through the whoops into the Verizon bars. And by the line, 20.2 for Templeman. Doug, though, 20.1. Let these guys get a couple laps in. They're going to be all over the place these first few laps. Templeman back to the top spot with a 15.5 flat. Are you kidding me? 19.7 for Mason. Doug in the 2. 15.504. And the killer on a 5.05. Our A sort of the TDX 17.5 two-wheel expert. 130 down, 330 left to go. Falling around with our leader, 20.5 last time by, cutting it a little tight on the hill. Gonna lose a few tenths on that one. This race is too tight for mistakes like that. And then as I say that, Templeman bicycles it. That's going to allow Doug into the top spot on a 5.04. Templeman dropping down from first to third with 2 micro bobbles. That's how close this class is. Templeman, though, with a 19-lap pace, 19-second lap in his back pocket, he can pull that one out. So we'll see what he can do here. Templeman with a 19.9 that last time by. After the bobble, insane. The killer into 2 with a 5.06 behind Doug on a 5.04. This is the A sort. Halfway through this one. Willoughby out of this one. That car is broken. $20 flat for Doug. Templeman with another 19.9. And Sammy with a 20.2. 5.05 for Sammy, 5.07 for Templeman, and a 5.03 for Doug. Guys got a little bit of breathing room, about a second and a half between each of them. Anything can happen with less than 2 minutes left to go. 20-point flat for both Sammy and Doug. And then Doug comes back with a 19.9, pulling out a little way from Sammy there. 1:45 left to go. Traffic, looking for my chapstick. See if these guys can get through traffic clean. Flying down the hill through the Verizon bars and by the line. Let's see what this one brings. 20.4 last time by for Doug. 19.7 for Sammy. And then Doug pulls out a 19.7, and then Sammy comes back with a 20.2, but that was with a little bit of traffic. Kai was paying attention to that one. There's a Ford Maverick. That's the traffic call right there. Lappers, get the heck out of the way. Mason with the bobble, dropping down to an 11. First round, Mason getting a 5.05. Doug and Sammy both going faster with an 0.2 and an 0.3. Top two battling through the track with traffic. Marshall's in the way. 19.7s for the top three. Doug, Sammy, and Templeman all doing 19.7s. Let's see if Sammy can take the lead in this lap here. 10 seconds left to go. Sammy on top of the box with a 5.04 and Doug with a 5.07. They got one lap to figure it out. Definitely going to be catching up with an interview. 15.504 for Sammy and a 5:09. Oh, 5:11 for Doug and 5:09 for Mason. Wow, absolutely tearing it up at the end there. We're going to be catching up with Sammy Moran. Q2TQ. Switching over to Robbie Money.
Sammy. Great. Here was Sammy on a great run. Wow, that was close there at the end.
Yeah, definitely. My car definitely came alive towards the end of the race. But yeah, it was good.
Great things, man. Well, keep it up, dude.
Thank you.
Sammy, one of the nicest guys in RC. Absolutely going for it there. Kai called it. You did. I got receipts. I got it in writing. Says I'm pulling for the killer, and that is Sammy Moran. All right, we're gonna have our B sort two-wheel mod. See how these guys are shaping up compared to Q1. Brock Champlin was our TQ from the first round with a 16.516. Kurt Wanger with some love in the chat. See what he can do this round. We're going to be starting this one out with Kyle Davis. See what these guys can do. Round 2 qualifying, two-wheel mod B sort. Scott Weather to the top spot. Ooh, something happened to that lap time there. We'll have to check that out. It says he did an 11.6 second lap. I don't think that's legit. And there, that reset. From 9th to 1st to 9th. That reset itself. Timing and scoring fixing itself. Kyle Davis still in the top spot. 15.511. Definitely going fast. B sort of two-wheel mod. Oh, that makes sense. He must have crashed at the Verizon bars and rolled towards the loop. Good catch. Richard Lake into the top 5, 14.506. Scott Spear in the 2, 14.501. Kyle Davis still in the lead though, 15.511. Party of 3 coming down the half straightaway. 20.7 best lap for Kyle Davis, and his last lap was a 21.3, just keeping it calm, cool, and consistent. See where Kyle ended up that first round. Kyle ended up top 10 in ninth with a 15.5.19 that first round. Right now he's on a 15.5.13, 6 seconds faster than his first round. Grip is definitely up and looks like everyone's having a little bit of an easier time. Cars look a little more settled. A lot of cars look nervous that first round. I don't know if the track was coming in too quick for everybody, but everyone's getting it figured out now. Wortman's in the top 3 with a 15.5.21 right behind Scott Spear. Two minutes left to go. Top 3 breaking away on 15-lap runs. 21.4 last time for Wortman. Scott Spear pulling a little bit away with a 21.2 down to a 5.19. Kyle Davis, though, keeping it tight with a 5.13. Pace staying the same with a 20.9 for Kyle Davis. Keeping it calm, cool, and consistent. Scott Spear, definitely the fastest buggy on the track right now with a 20.3 fast. Kyle Davis, though, finding a little bit of speed, breaking out with a 20.3 as well, dropping his pace down to a 15.5.12. Wortman now getting over Scott Spear, and Scott Spear taking it right back. 2 and 3 going back and forth. Wortman and Spear. .6 for Wortman, down to a 5.17. Oh, Scott Spear, I apologize, down to a 5.17. Wortman still on an 18. Davis, though, by the line. 22.7 after that donut. Must have been a little hungry. It's been a long day. At a 5.14. Still TQing this one, but pace losing about 3 seconds, down to a 5.14. And as I say that, Scott Spear has a long lap, dropping down to a 5.21. Wortman now 4 seconds off of Kyle. Kyle with a 21.0, dropping down to a 5.15. Wortman down to a 17.6, 2.5 back from Davis. Time is rounding out on the clock. Let these guys finish out their last couple of laps here. Lake is the first one done, 14.506. Davis done with a 5.14. Wortman done in the 2 on a 5.17. And Spear with a 5.20. All right, coming back with the A sort now. Let these guys check them in and warm them up. We're going to be starting out with our round 1 TQ, Brock Champlin. Just trying to wrangle up an extra turn marshal, and then we're going to get this party started. Falling around with Brock. Bata right behind him. A lot of the same names in this one are in our four-wheel, our only sort of four-wheel. Got the same sort of names here in the two-wheel. Let these guys bounce around all over the place. Looks like the fastest first lap belongs to the TLR of Schimmel and Horn in the 2, both with 19.7s. Brock, though, coming back swinging with a 19.4, and then Horn coming back with a 19.3. Let these guys settle it out here. One minute in. Horn still our leader, 19.6 last time by, 16 with a 5.13. Brock Champlin matching his pace, is 4/10 back. Schimmel right there with a 16. And then Matty G and Brunson on 18s, and Cavallari, 3 guys on a 16, 5, 18. Now they're all stepping it up. Cav up into the 4 spot. Bata in the 5, and then dropping down to the 6th. Horn, though, still out on top in that 5.14. Horn still in charge of this one. Catching Cav on track. Cavallari is 5th on the clock. Horn is our leader right now, making their way through the center section. See if he gives him the lane or if he's going to hold him up. Horn is on the move. Both entering the double-triple together. See what happens. Getting by traffic clean. Ooh, Horn almost getting it wrong. Brock Champlin down in the 5th place spot on a 17, 3 seconds back from Horn. Showing you how far off our top 5 are. There are less than 3 seconds between the top 5. 2:20 left to go. Horn still in the lead of this one on a 5.14. Cav catching up to him with a 5.15, but Cav is ahead of him on the track. Cameraman Chris gets them both in the shot there. Cav coming down the hill, Horn coming down the hill, both fighting their way through traffic. We got Davey Bada, our 3rd place driver, in front of our 2nd place driver, who's in front of our 1st place driver. So as they are on the track is inverted from the clock, so this could get a little weird. 2 seconds separating these guys over a 5 minutes time. Bata and Cavallari going back and forth now, both on 5.15s. Coming up on a little bit more traffic through the Verizon bar. See if Aiden can get by him through the rollers. See if he can stick to Cav. Horn reeling up on Cav through the double-triple. 1 minute left to go. Anybody's race. Top 5 within 3 seconds of each other. Cav letting Horn by. 19.2 for Horn, 19.9 the last time by. Bada with a 19.3 and Champlin with a 19.3 now. Bumping Cav off the podium. Champlin in the 3. Only 1 second back from Horn. 35 seconds. This is anybody's race. Horn been large and in charge this entire race. It's second through fifth. It's been changing up every single lap. Battle with a 19.2 last time by, getting by, holding down the second place spot on a 5:14 with Champlin. Our interviewer has no idea who he's going to be interviewing in the next 50 seconds. Time has expired. These guys all have one more lap. Got them all on cam. Battle right in front of Horn. 19.8 for Horn, 19.0 for Davey. Are you kidding me? And then Brock comes out of nowhere. Brock Champlin taking the TQ again. 3 seconds faster than his first round TQ. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Brock from the outside looking in. We're going to catch up with Robbie Money here. Get back on that stool there, Robbie.
Here with Brock Champlin again, taking TQ for two-wheel drive. How you feeling?
Yeah. Sorry, I was listening to Richard a little bit. My stuff was pretty good. I went a little too soft, but yeah, it was good. I tried to make my tires go another run. It was a little bit sketchy to start. It kind of got good, and then the last few laps were awesome. So, yeah.
Amazing runs.
So,
all right. Well, good luck out there.
thanks.
Back-to-back TQs for Champlin there. 3 seconds faster than his first round. Safe to say the track is getting faster, and so is everybody else. That was Horn's race until literally the last lap. All right, guys, I'm going to switch this one on over to Mr. Richard Lake for our E-Sort of 17.5 lock timing, four-wheel drive. See you guys in a little bit. Thanks for hanging out. Listen to Rich.
I didn't design it. No more laps, no more laps, no more laps. Go get the cars lined up, guys. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going to go when I call your names. Robinson and Sanders. I am going to need about 5 volunteer quarter marshals after this race. About 5 volunteer quarter marshals after this race. Only 3 kids in this one, so we'll need some marshaling help for race number 17. Thank you, Brock. Off and running with race number 16, race number 17. Coming at you next, race 17 coming up at you next. Race 18, you guys should be in tech. Race 18, you should be in tech. Watching center, guys. Watching center. Watching center. J.J. Thornton leading out. Aaron Robinson in the 2. Jeremy Sanders in the 3. J.J. Thornton on top. 5:12 and a 5:11. Robinson in the 2 with a 5:07. Sanders with a 5:15. Thank you, Aiden. .245 in, 2:15 to go. 2:45 in, 2:15 to go. You're watching race number 16, race number 17. Going to be coming up at you next. That is my D resort of 17.5 lock timing. Brought to you by RC Raceworks this
2
weekend.
minutes.
It is J.J. Thornton leading out. Aaron Robinson in the 2, Sanders in the 3. After this race, I am going to need about 5 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 17. 5 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with race number 17. Race 18, you should be in tech. Thornton leading out. 13 and 5:21 in the works. Robinson in the 2. Sanders going to be in my top 3. Thornton doing a little style points.
1 minute.
Thank you, Davey. With 4 minutes in, 1 to go. 4 minutes in, 1 to go. It is Thornton, Robinson, and Sanders. Less than a minute to go on drivers. Less than a minute to go on deck. Watch it in center. Thank you, Davey. Yeah. Nope. That's kind of funny that moved up. Huh. Less than 10 guys, less than 10. And starting to wind this one down with less than 5. That is going to be time on the master clock. Again, I'm going to need about 5 volunteer corner marshals to help me out. JJ, you are done. Everyone else will be done when you cross the start-finish line. Everybody will be done when you cross the start-finish line. Keep them rolling, guys. I got 2 to finish out.
Jeremy Sanderson.
And that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. They're blowing off your ears. Taking the win, J.J. Thornton, Aaron Robinson in the 2. Sanders in the 3. And again, I will need about 5 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with this next race. 5 volunteer corner marshals to help me out with this next race will be appreciated. And drivers from race number 16, these guys on the track. Drivers from 16 on the track. And again, I do need 5 volunteer corner marshals, please. 5 volunteer corner marshals. Marshals to your spots. Let's go ahead and roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in. All right, and with that being said, no more laps, no more laps, no more laps. And I do need a grip load of volunteer marshals, please. I need 1, 2, 3 volunteer marshals, please. I need 3 volunteer marshals, please. 3 volunteer marshals. I need one volunteer marshal top of the hill, and I need somebody on cone number 1. I need somebody on 1, please. Thank you, Taylor. All right, your call-out order will be Garver, Schmidt, Ferrara, Valenci, Wells, Wood, Morrow, and Wortman. Drivers ready, marshals ready. You guys are going to go. It's the sound of your name. Garver, Schmidt, Ferrara, Valenci, Wells, Wood, Morrow, and Workman. All right, we are locked and loaded with race number 17, race number 18. That's going to be my ski resort of 17.5 lock timing, brought to you by RC Raceworks this weekend. Watch it out front, drivers. Watch it out front. Watch it out front. Front section is clear. All right, drivers, you got a minute 30 and 3:30 to go. It is Bob Garver leading out. Aaron Farr in the 2. Watch it in front, timing, scoring. It is clear. Thank you, sir. Watch it out front. Awesome sauce. Race number 18 should be through tech. 18 should be through tech. 19, you need to be in tech. Watch in center, guys. Watch in center. Thank you, Mr. Madrid. 2:30 and 2:30 to go. Race 18. Your C resort of 17.5 lock timing. 4-wheel drive. Come out of Action X. 18 through tech. 19 should be in tech. 20. Your A resort. Be thinking about it. Again, thanking to my volunteer marshals for hopping out there. You guys are making the wheels on the bus go round and round. Appreciate you guys like no other. You guys are awesome. 3 minutes in, 2 to go. 3 and 2 to go. Garver leading out. 13 and a 5, 21.
2 minutes.
Watch in center section, watch center section. Center section is clear. We are off and running with 3:30 and 1:30 to go. Bob Garver on top, Ferrara in the 2, Wortman in the 3. Bob Garver on top, 13 and 5, 20. Ferrara with a 5:14. Yeah. I noticed it right out around. No, I didn't. I didn't see who did it. I just looked down and saw it. Yeah. Drivers, you got under 15 seconds to go. Under 15 seconds. Yeah, good.
Bob Gordon.
Unless you want to do something. You want to do a couple? You can do a couple if you want. All right, that's good. Time, drivers. That is going to be time. Keep it rolling, guys. Keep it rolling. Garver, you are done. Ferrari, you are done. Wait on everybody else. Wait on everybody else. Everyone will be done when you cross the start finish line. Watch in the back jump section. Watch the back jump section. It's, whoa. Somebody going off res. Canfield got to go hiking. And waiting on two. Still waiting on two, guys.
Nick,
And there's a race. I'll stop, I'll stop. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. Marshall's going to grab those blowers. Start blowing off your areas. And I'm going to need these drivers back out on the track corner marshal. These 8 drivers back out on the track corner marshal. And if I can get 1 volunteer marshal or 2, that'd be great. All right, let's go get our marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots. Marshals to our spots. Marshals to our spots. And with that being said, roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in. It's going to be Goodwill, Young, Stacker, Knowlton, Bowen, Nelson, Wells, and Johnson. Top of the hill, Mr. Wood. Mr. Wood. Top of the hill. Marshalling spots are denoted by the bright orange or red cones, or yellow or red cones.
15 seconds to start the race.
It better be less than that.
Less than 5.
We let the timer run down. So again, while we pause for a little station notification, we want to thank everyone for coming out to your 2024 1UP Buggy Challenge here at Hobby Action Raceway. If you guys haven't taken the time to say thank you to the guys inside the store, grab them by the earlobes and say thank you. Especially Larry Tom. He loves it when you grab him by his earlobes. So again, we want to thank everyone for coming on out. Hopefully you guys are having a fun time. I'm going to try and get you guys out of here as early as I can. I'm going to hope maybe 8:30, 9, if we continue on what we're doing. So you are rapidly approaching 10 seconds. Is that a go? All right, we are a go. All right, drivers ready, marshals ready. If you get it done, you can throw it down at the sound of your name. Goodwill, Young, Stacker, Knowlton, Bowen, Nelson, and Wells. All right, we are locked and loaded with race number 18. This is my C resort of 17.5 lock timing. Four-wheel drive brought to you by RC Raceworks this weekend. Race number 19. You should be through Tech 19. You should be through Tech 20. You need to be in Tech. How do I know this, you ask? Years of experience. Marshall in the center. Thank you, Nick. We are locked and loaded out of the gate. We'll give you guys a couple laps in. Let's see who's doing what, why, how, and who. I'm going to thank Uncle Bob, going to be leading us out. Stacker in the 2. Young. Stacker going to drop it to the top 4.
I appreciate you guys weathering the storm there. Looks like 70 minutes after our last internet crash, we had another one. And I lost a lot of you, but looks like a lot of you are still hanging on, so I appreciate you guys still hanging out with us. Our last crash was at 3:48, and this time it happened at 4:48. So I don't know, maybe it's sabotage, maybe the government's in on it, but every 70 minutes looks like we're losing internet for no reason. So I appreciate you guys who are still here. Everyone else will probably be back in a little bit. We are on our C sort of the 17.5 lock timing 4-wheel drive, brought to you by RC Raceworks. This is the 1UP Buggy Challenge, brought to you by 1UP Racing here at the world famous Hobby Action Raceway in Chandler, Arizona. Got Robbie Rob on the cam. Cameraman Chris is getting ready for his race. He'll be up in 2. He'll be the A sort of this class. He got 3rd in the first round. Nice conservative run to staying out of trouble. See if he can risk it for the biscuit this time around. See if he can get a TQ, maybe even a second. Bob Goodwill, though. Only driver on a 14-lap pace, but flirting with it on a 20. 14.520 for Bob Goodwill. 24.0 the last time by. 2:10 left to go. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's about 5 o'clock here in Arizona. Should be wrapping up around 9 o'clock, and I know you East Coasters, that's going to be a little late, but appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Plenty of other things you could be watching, but you're here with us, and we love that. Doing everything we can for you. Let's check out our round 1 finishing positions. For this class here. Round 1 rankings. Lock timing 4-wheel. Top 5 in the last round was Garrett, who actually was our Q1 TQ in lock timing 2-wheel drive. Ended up getting like a top 5 this last time by from the B sort. Then we got Keaton Grant, Chris Mueller, Matt Trimmings, and I am so sorry, I don't want to butcher your name, with a 5th with a 14.509. We are going to see how this round shakes out. Wrapping this one up, 30 seconds left to go. Bob Goodwill been in charge of this one the whole time. Up and down the hill through the Verizon bars. Roly-poly-oly in the back there. Ooh, losing that 14-lap run down to a 13.505 with a 28.2. That looks like one of my lap times. That is not going to cut the cheese. Appreciate you guys getting tuned back in after that dropout. Lost all internet about 8 minutes ago. The last time we had a crash was about 70 minutes before that. So every hour and 10 minutes, we are just randomly losing direct connection internet. And our backup is not keeping up either because it's a cell phone hotspot in a concrete building. So we appreciate you guys hanging out with us, hanging tough, getting back on as soon as we get our internet back. It's usually only gone for about a minute or two. But Bob Goodwill wrapping that up, strapping it back up to a 13.504, but was basically on a 14-lap run that entire race. And that was out of our C sort. Bob is going to be our TQ right now, and we'll see if anybody in this B sort has something to say about it. Checking out the PTZ camera, loving the presets. Boom, to the stand. Boom, back to the cars. I love that for me.
The stool.
Let these boys get warmed up here. Letting these guys finish warm up here. Check out the stand again. Pretty packed heat. Gonna be falling around with Mike here for the first lap. Won this heat in the first round. CJ Mann, though, instantly, I don't even know if he waited for Richard Lake to say his name. He just went for it. So Mike's got a rear view mirror of CJ already. See how these first couple laps shake out. 22-1 for Mike and 21-3 for CJ. Making a statement early. Oh, man. Mike getting weird through the whoops there. CJ through the Verizon bars. Through the triple roller. Oh, man, with a hurt box, 23-2. And that's allowing Mike to get back up in the lead. So that was CJ getting it wrong in the whoops. I apologize. Mike with the 21-5 on cam through the Verizon bars. Round the turn, Marshall. Extra obstacles out there in this qualifier. Mike, our winner in this heat from the first round, leading us out again. Ooh, getting the hill wrong, going left, going right. He zigged when clearly the notion called for a zag. See how that shapes out for his lap. 25-0, that is not going to do it. CJ, 1/10 of a second behind Mike after knocking down a 22-0. Mike is still our leader right now. On camera through the roly-poly-oly and the finish line. But here comes CJ. CJ taking the top spot. And that looks like John Young outside, so that is not the correct profile picture for CJ Mann. We'll get that one fixed up. Mike back in the top spot with a 21-5. Mike looks like he's about halfway through his lap. We'll catch up with him again as he comes through the line here. Believe he's on cam. Him and CJ are basically on top of each other. Should be these two cars coming by right meow. Yeah, that's our top two. Robbie Money's on it. Two minutes left to go. CJ has it. Mike wants it. 21-4s for both of our leaders. 5:10 to a 5:13. Then we got Mitchell Berkeley in the 3 on a 5:17. Oh, man. Marshall time. Marshall time. Don't clip those toes. All clear there. Oh, man. 22-1 to a 23-1. CJ pulling out a little bit from Mike there. CJ down to a 5:10. This is the B sort for 17.5 lock time and four-wheel drive, brought to you by RC Raceworks. CJ and Mike having a great battle. Mike winning the first time around in this heat. CJ getting second, now in the lead of it. This would make CJ our new TQ, going 14.511. Mitchell Berkeley now into the 2 with a 14.514. 21.4 that last time by for Mitchell. Knocking Mike down into the 3 spot from the 2. And then Mike fighting right back for it with a 21.4. Oh, long lap for Mitchell. 24.5, that is not going to do it. CJ still in control of this one on a 5.11, but Mike is coming down to a 5.13. 22.3 last time by for CJ, 21.4 for Mike. Got our top 2 on cam. Robbie Money's on it. He got them dogs out while working the camera. Through the whoop-de-doos they go. Double, triple for our leaders. Down into the Verizon bars. Open track in front of them. Roly-poly-oly to the finish. CJ getting it from Mike there. 1.8 second separation. Dong. Someone hitting the pole there. That is going to wrap up our B sort. CJ Mann with a 14.512. Got our round 1 TQ up there. See Garrett. Got cameraman Chris flipping the hat around for extra speed. Yep, got to make sure the hat fits just right or else he's going to blow out. Tony Schumacher in the chat. Trace rocking that American flag TNC shirt. Oh, yeah. Josh Keith in the chat. All right, all right. Appreciate you guys commenting in. Got the A sort coming up. What do you guys think? Where's Chris Mueller going to finish? 1st through 9th. What do you got? All right, getting this thing started. A sort, 17.5 four-wheel. Rich just doing a quick little double check. Gonna start out with Garrett here. Robbie Money on cam. Chris Mueller with a radio in his hand. That's gonna be our 3rd place car. Garrett, though, leading us out through the double trip. Up and down the hill, not going off track. Tony Schumacher, Mueller. What do you guys think? He said he was conservative and he got a 3rd that last time, just trying to survive. That's right. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Grant coming out swinging on this one, 20.5 to start him out. Mueller with a 21.6 and then a 21.7. Not ballistically fast. Our TQ from the first round, Garrett in the 2 spot with a 20.5. Grant, though, with a 20 flat. He's on a 15.504. That'd be 16 seconds faster than Garrett's round 1 TQ. 1:15 in, 3:45 left to go. Thornton to the 3. Mueller dropping down in the 5. Robbie Money getting confused out there. He's locked in and going. Matt Trimmings up to the 4. Mueller still in the 5, looking for Thornton by the line. Looking for timing and scoring to clear itself out. There we go. Grant with a hurt 24-7. That's going to allow Garrett back up into the top spot with a 20.8. And then Grant pulls out a 19.8. Are you kidding me? With a 15.5.16. Garrett with a 15.5.14, 6 seconds faster than his first round TQ. This is anybody's race. Matt Trimmings up into the 3 and Mueller up to the 4. Sora in the 6th. About halfway through this one. Who's going to TQ this round? Garrett diving in through the Verizon bars, getting hung up by a pipe on Roly Poly Oly. See what Garrett can do here. .22.0 last time by. Strapping it back up with a 20.3. Here comes Grant. Oh, Grant with a hurt 25.1 and Trimmings with a 22.9. That is going to allow Garrett to pull away, our only driver on a 15-lap run right now. Trimmings flirting with it with a 5.03. Garrett, though, pulling out and away, still 6 seconds faster than his first round TQ. These guys really getting it figured out. Oh, Garrett with the stoppie. Pushing a little wide. That's going to hurt this lap. 22.6, not bad for a full-blown bobble. Oh, and then getting hung up on some crash lap traffic. That is not going to help his efforts here, but he's got a little bit of breathing room. And then we got Sizis in the 2. Someone's going to have to slap me and correct me so I can get that name right. Our second place driver got top 5 last time with a 14.509. Now they're strapping it up with a 5.02. Garrett up to a 5.17, but after that long lap, he's going to be looking at, oh man, I think timing and scoring would have said something by now. Still falling around. Oh man. 42.5, that can't be right. He must have missed a lap. I think Richard will find that and fix that. No way he did a 42. And just like that, got them all fixed up. 15.5.16. Still 4 seconds faster than his first round TQ. And our second place driver strapping it all the way up with a 15.5.20. And then Grant's flirting with it with a 5.04. And so is Matt Trimmings. Let's see how these last laps treat everybody. Garrett is still on the clock. Grant is done with a 14.5.03. That is 2 seconds lower than his first round. Battle is on, 1 and 2. Garrett taking over the top spot with a 20.7, but here comes Sizis. What are they going to get? Oh, and at the end, beating Garrett by 0.7 of a second. Wow, so Garrett first round TQ, this time around with a second place, and our 5th place qualifier, Sizis, in the first round is now a round 2 TQ. What a run. Chris Mueller coming in disappointed. Still with a 5th, but somehow disappointed. Let's check those overalls while we're getting our C sort of the wheeler class going. Round 2 rankings for 4-wheel lock timing. Chris Mueller with a 7 that round. That makes sense why he's upset with a 3 and a 7. Robbie Money's looking at me with a nasty face. Did something to the back end of that car, and it's all sorts of feeling grimy and locked up. So he'll get that strapped up. Big Buckarama tuning in. I too am disappointed in Chris. It sounds like he may have a mechanical or something going on. I don't know if he needs some rear diff work or I don't know. Said something about it locking up, so we'll see how this 3rd round comes out. It's only 5 o'clock here. We should be done around 9 o'clock. Is definitely a long day. Got 4 rounds, 24 races between a seeding and 3 qualifiers. So we're doing 2 days worth of work in basically 1, and I'm not mad at it. We're going to start out here with Carly. Carly and Silve had a great battle in that first round of qualifying. See what they can do this time. That's why we're doing qual points. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Be sure to stick around because we got the B and the A sort for the wheeler class coming up, and those guys are just getting silly out there. And you have to keep up with us and watch the 4-wheel mod. Between Schimmel and Horn, they are getting crazy on this back section between quad singles and triple doubles. Oh, sweet. Tony's saying he's going to be coming by. Him and AJ hopefully hanging out. That got Robbie Money excited hearing about that. And we'll be seeing you guys in a month and a half, 2 months, something like that. That'll be a good one. Carly in the lead of this one with Silve right behind him. Looking a lot like that first round. Carly, though, 15.5.16. Silve on a 5.03 with a 14. Oh, man. Yeah, the racing tomorrow should be awesome. If you can come in, check it out in person. If not, just log back in, check it out. Hang out with us, weather the internet storms that we've been having. Carly with a 20.9 best, 22.2 the last time by. Silve with a 21.1, so these guys pretty matched up pace-wise. Carly just getting around super clean this time, only about 5 seconds ahead of Jim. Then we got Dennis in the 3 on a 13.502, and then Sean Sanchez with a 12.5 flat. Big Buckarama in the chat. For sure, come on out tomorrow, stand at the end of the triple, catch a car in the face, and just take it all in. That's only in the 4-wheel mod class. Schimmel definitely went for a ride and landed in the hands of a spectator. That was pretty awesome to watch. You just got to watch out for Horn and Schimmel. They're doing, instead of a double triple, they're either triple doubling or quad singling, and it is faster, but it is risky. But dang, it looks good when they do it. Got David Serrano in the chat giving us the thumbs up. The emoji of approval. Carly still in control of this one. Only driver on a 15-lap pace with a 5:19. Jim Silve been flirting with it, still staying at that 5:04 pace with a 14. 22 seconds left to go. Oh, Carly clipping a pipe. Has about 5 seconds over Jim, but that may ruin his 15-lap run. We'll check this out and see. Got a little bit of traffic now through the double triple. Getting around the hill super smooth, not catching up with that traffic car. Coming down roly-poly-oly. And a 23.2, still staying on a 15-lap run. This will be his last lap. Oh, awesome. David Serrano's greetings from Puerto Rico. That is awesome. Appreciate you checking in and hanging out with us. See what Carly can do here. 15 with a 5:20. Good run for Carly there. Silve strapped it up a little bit, got down to a 5:03, but not on that 15-lap pace. See, let me get the overalls going here. You see Jim Silve's picture. We don't have Carly's. Carly is RTQ right now with that 15.520. Let's see if anybody in the B sort has something to say about it. So David's checking in from Puerto Rico. I know we got a couple East Coast. We got some Californias. Got some Arizonas. Where's everybody else from that's hanging out in the chat right now while they blow the track off and these guys get checked in? Where is everybody from? Big Buckarama. Oh no, get that on camera. Check your nuts. Everybody check your nuts. Oh man, check your nuts. Stay with them, Robbie, stay with them. See if we can get them ready in time. We know Richard won't wait for anybody. Check your nuts, guys, check your nuts. Hashtag check your nuts. That's what I'm talking about, Big Buckarama. Chris Miller's yelling at me, wondering why Big Buckarama's not here. Oh, man. Get that thing checked in. Hashtag check your nuts. Starting out with Kyle Davis here. Winning this heat in the first round. Big Buckarama says he's not there because he has a life. Don't be jealous, Chris. He says, wow. 20 flat for Hero. That's going to set him up with a 15.5 flat, see if he can keep that pace going. Got Hero and Austin now. Austin now taking the top spot with a 20.1. Hero coming out with a 20.4. 15.502 to a 15.503. And then we got Willie in the 3, the deal, 21.0. He's at a 15.5. Oh, man, as I say that, either a long lap or something happened to that one. check that out. But Kyle Davis back up into the 3 with a 20.2. Austin in control of this one, 15.503 with Hero right behind him on a 5.06. Oh, it's all fun, Big Buckarama. We're just giving each other crap. .130 down, 3:30 left to go. Hero back in charge of this one, 5.06 over Austin's 5.07. 20.4 that last time for Hero. Austin and Hero going back and forth. .255 left to go. Austin and Hero now on the same second, 0.8 apart. Both going faster than our current TQ set by Brendan Carley. Top 3 so far in this heat going faster than our current TQ. Kyle Davis strapping it up down to a 5:10 now. 19.9 this last time by for Kyle. Just over 2 minutes left to go. Hero taking it back from Austin. And now here's Kyle now. Those guys dropping down in pace. Hero down to a 5.08. Kyle down to a 5.09. And Austin with a 5.09 with a 9. Top 3 all within a 1.8 seconds. .145 left to go. Getting out of the groove a little bit there. Going over the peaky double and the switchbacks, heading into the whoops. Got a little bit of traffic. Getting through clean. Davis on top with a 5.07. Hero right behind him with a 5.08. Davis now with a 21.1, dropping him down to a 5.08. That's going to put him 1/10 over Hero. See where Hero could do this next lap. Oh, we did a 20.9, dropping down to a 5:10. Marshall back up and going. We'll see how this lap affects him. Long lap for Davis, dropping from first to third with a 23.6. That's going to allow Hero back into the top spot with a 20.8. Timing and scoring going off right now with the top 3. No one wants it. Hero's fastest lap at 20 flat. Kyle Davis's fastest lap at 19.9. And this is the B sort of expert 13.5 four-wheel, brought to you by TLR. All right, that's going to wrap that deal up there. That was our B sort. Here comes the fast guys. The Wheeler class. Who do you guys got in this one? First round went to Doug with a 16.514 and Mason Templeman with a 16.517. Who do you guys think is going to take the Q2 TQ in the Wheeler class? All right, we're going to get this one started out following Doug around the track. All right, Mike checking in the chat saying Jeremy's got this one. Falling around Doug through the double trip, up and down the hill, bicycling, getting it wrong early. This is going to shake it up. That's going to allow Templeman to take the top spot after the first lap. Templeman coming out with a 19.6. And then Jeremy's got a 19.9 coming out. And then here comes Sammy Moran, the killer, 19.5. Sammy having a breakout run in the first round in two-wheel. 19.3 for Sammy Moran. Oh my goodness. Sammy Moran with the 1UP gear at the 1UP Buggy Challenge. Getting that associate around the track stupid fast, double, triple. Templeman now taking the top spot. We'll see what Sammy has to say. And just like that, Sammy takes over the top spot. Templeman dropping down with just a 21.0. That's enough to drop out just by a couple seconds. Doug, though, oh my gosh, 19.1 in the 2 spot from Doug. Sammy, though, 16 with a 5.12, 4 seconds ahead of Doug now. And Caden Meeks in the 3 on a 5.18. Checking this out with Sammy Moran in the 1, mod driver. Coming up on a little bit of traffic here. Driving over the whoops like they're not even there. Doug with another 19.1, but Sammy comes back with a 19.4. Still 2 seconds faster than Doug on the overall time. Jeremy in the 5 spot with a 19.8, keeping him at a 16.519, which is a ballistic pace, but it is about 7 seconds slower than Sammy. Just like that, Jeremy gets over Templeman and into the 4th place spot and actually jumps up into the 3rd place spot. Last driver on a 16-lap pace. Jeremy's on the move, but we are following along with Sammy Moran, who's got a gaggle of traffic in front of him. He's going to have to play it smart. See if there's any love for him. See who's going to let him by. 2 for 1 special on the half of a front straightaway. See if we got this car to get up out of Sammy's way. Ooh, almost getting a little too tight on the pipe, up and over the hill through the Verizon bars. 19.4 last time by. Small little bobble. Let's see, this last tap is going to be a 19.5. Oh no, 20.2 for Sammy Moran. Doug coming out with a 19.5. He is now 1/100th of a second faster than Sammy on the clock. We'll see next time Doug comes by. Doug clicks off another 19.3. He is now 0.3 faster than Sammy on the clock. And we have 1:15 left to go. See if we can catch up with Doug. Cameraman Chris is on it. That is not Doug. That's Doug. There we go. Profile picture is being a little silly today. Dougie Fresh through the whoops. Ooh, getting spicy. Doing the huck a buck. Down into the Verizon bars. Doug still our leader in this one with a 5:12.2. Sammy right behind him though. Sammy looking a little bit better in the whoops than Doug. Big Buckarama wants to know what's going on in the shocks of Sammy's car because it looks stupid going through the whoops. Like they're not even there. I'm assuming he's got some mod goodies in there, but we'd have to catch up with Sammy just to double check. Double trip for Doug. Getting through traffic. Sammy pulling off a 19.3. He's now 0.4 behind Doug. It's literally going to come down to their last laps. Doug on his 15th lap. Sammy checking in for his 15th lap. Both on a 5:12. 5/10 between the both of them. Both of them knocking down 19.4s. Jeremy still in the 3. Dougie Fresh done with a 19.5. 16.512. Let's see what Sammy can do last lap. See who we're going to interview. Sammy in the 2. 0.18 seconds back from Moran.
Mod Live Media here with Doug with another TQ run. Man, that was a great run there.
Yeah, it was good. I crashed on the first lap up with my hill. Luckily got a good marshal. I was kind of able to put my head down and recover. And me and Sammy battled a lot often at home, so it was good to kind of just felt like a normal club race back at home or at Coyote. So yeah, it was good.
Sound good. You got a double TQ.
Yeah, so I guess that means I'm starting pole for tomorrow. So that's always a plus.
That's always a good thing to start out on top.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Doug taking the TQ right now. He's going to be starting first tomorrow. Our first round TQ backing it up again. Moran was fighting though. Diego was on a tear. That is true. Mike in the chat, main guy anyway, should be nervous. Tony Schumacher in the chat, Robbie Money's within earshot of me. Got little Robbie's pick on the TNC page, hashtag super dialed. May want to check that out real quick, see what we're looking at. Oh, you got some internet. I know we ain't got no internets in this building, but you can do it. All right, 4-wheel mod. A sort, only sort. Starting out with Champlin. TQ'd the first round. Pretty consistently doing 18.5 second laps that first round. Matty G, though, pulled out an 18.2 at one point in that first round, which was insane. We're falling around with Brock, going through the whoops like they're literally not there. Double, triple, up and over. Bada starting us off with an early race lead with an 18.7, coming out swinging. See what Brock can respond with. Brock responds with an 18.7. And then Davey has a 19.2. Brock back up to the top spot. All these guys going to be battling out. Oh, Bada getting it wrong at the end of the whoops there. Checking back in with Brock. Center section of the track over the peaky double. Through the switchbacks, over the whoops again. car looking silly right now. Matty G with an 18.4 though in the second place spot over Aiden Horn. All these guys already in the A main. This is literally just for starting order. Aiden Horn and Schimmel going back and forth in the third and fourth place spot. Champlin through the front section. Peaky double, switchbacks. Getting through traffic silly clean. Matty G on the track behind him. Both of these drivers did an 18.4 last lap, which was also their best lap. Brock's on a 17.518. On cam, looks like Matty G is almost reeling into Champlin there. We're going to have to check out these next couple of laps for these boys. Triple double for Matty G. Matty G in the lead now, 17.518 over Brock Champlin, 16.501. That picture is amazing, Tony Schumacher. We finally got it downloaded. Everyone should check out the Nitro Compounds Facebook. It is hilarious. Let them dogs out. Matty G reeling up on Brock Champlin. Ahead of him on the clock, but behind him on the track. See how this shakes out. Both these guys going insanely fast. Triple, double. Ooh! He slapped it, made it look good, and then did not make that look good through the Verizon bars, losing all that time he worked for on Champlin. Both these boys on a 16.501. 18.9 for Brock. Oh my goodness. Top two tied at a 16.501. Champlin takes it back with a 16.5 flat, flirting with a 17 lap run. 120 left to go. This is our second round of qualifying. We still got one more left to go. We'll be out here till roughly 9 o'clock tonight. A lot of racing to get through. Oh, Brock stuffing the easiest double on the track somehow. Oh, wow. Matty G getting it wrong. See what these guys can do. Falling apart a little bit at the end there. Less than a minute. Matty G to the point. 16.5 flat. And then Brock Champlin coming back. 16.501. Matty G dropping to a 502. 20.0s for the guys. That is slow in this class. That is insane to say. Aiden Horn in the 3. Doing the quad single. Keeping it spicy. And Schimmel in the 4. Matty G through the whoops. Triple, double. Oh, that was a hot one. He reeled in on Champlin there. Champlin 18.3. Matty G another 18.2. He did one in the first round and just did it again and then bicycles it through the switchbacks. That's going to give Champlin the breathing room he wants. He was on a 16.5 flat. Let's see if he gets down to a 17 on this one. 16.501 with a 19 flat to finish her out. We're going to get another interview with Brock Champlin. We're going to change that back up with Robbie Money here.
Well, Brock, you did it again. Somebody stole my stool, so I'm not at eye level with you. Well, how was that run?
It was definitely good. My stuff's awesome. I was ripping out a front belt the whole time, so I gotta probably fix that. But yeah, I'm definitely, I have all the pace through the infield, and then we get to that back jump. Matty jumps it, and all my time and then some goes. But I'm just gonna keep playing it safe. You're so mistake bound, and then in the mains they're gonna have to change their line because otherwise everyone's gonna KO each other. So Yeah, I'm just gonna try and keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little frustrated with that jump because I feel like it's not only a little dangerous, but it just, I don't know, it just seems kind of stupid to me. But yeah, everyone's driving awesome. Matty G drove awesome. He finished third that run, but he drove wicked, so he's got the pace to hang. So yeah, it should be good.
Well, sounds good. You heard it here from Mod Live Media with Brock Champlin, man. Well, we'll see you again soon.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, 4-wheel mod TQ. Laying it down and getting it done with early. Just taking a quick little breather, and then we're getting our last round of qualifying going here. While we wait, be sure to check into the Nitro Compounds Facebook page and check out our pick of Robbie Money there, courtesy of Tony Schumacher. Going to catch up with a couple of ads, and then we're going to get this party started. Thank you guys for hanging out and checking out everything with us. Just taking a little bit of a break here. Got us on the PTZ. I'm going to swing around. I actually need to go this way. Check out the pits. All right. Do this till we get this thing started. Catch up with you guys in just a minute. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Two minutes to start the race.
All right, full drive modified drivers. I need you guys on the track. Corner marshal, please. Full mod drivers. On the track, corner marshal. Race number 1. You're going live in 2 minutes.
Start of the race.
All right, full mod. Got a couple of you guys out here already. Thank you, Brock. Thank you, Aiden. Race number 1. Go ahead and throw down your cars. Hop on up on stage here while we get our marshal spots covered. We'll get round number 3 up and going here in just a few moments. Let's get all of our 4-wheel mod drivers out on the track, please. Get yourself a marshalling position. That's Brock, Aiden, Brennan, Matthew, Davey, Ryan, Riley, and Chase. You guys out here, find yourself. We got race number 1, 815, aka 21.5 lap timing. Final chance. Throw down a tight 5 here. Coming on up, looks like Kevin's filling in for space. Dave's coming out. We get some marshals out here, please. These marshal spots covered. Right on, thank you. Mason. Guys, go ahead and roll them around, get them checked in.
Jared Quinton, rupees. John Lawson.
As per usual, we're going by name. I need 1, 2, 3, 4 marshals, please. I need 4 marshals out on the track, please. Mr. P, thank you. The real Slim Shady. Thank you. We need 1 on the bucket over here, and we'll be good to go. We need to check Derek Tracy, Phil Bordon. Are they scratching? I saw Derek Tracy here earlier. They're all checked in. Lap you're on. Finish the lap you're on. We need 1 marshal on the bucket next to Brock. 1 marshal, please, on the bucket next to Brock. No one else outside that start finish line. Hey, what's up? All right, 1 marshal on the bucket, please. Bucket next to Brock to go. And you guys can't be that close line. You guys are going by your name, so we hurry things up. John, Ian, Johnny, Jess, Jared Thornton, Ruben, and Ruben. So, all right, Tom, thank you. We got marshals. So, marshals ready. Drivers on your name. Oh, John.